What's up? I'm Caitlin Leggett, and this podcast doesn't have a name yet, but basically, we're just going to talk to a bunch of female athletes, different sports, different levels of play, and just see what everybody's experience was like. So, if you don't know, I'm a former volleyball player. I played all throughout college, and yeah, once school was done, you kind of get to that point where you're like, okay, I'm not an athlete anymore. Now what? If you follow my socials, you know that I picked up flag football, just looking for something to do. And now I'm kind of still living in that sports world, but working in the sports world now. Yeah. So, J-Naya, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
I I appreciate you. I want to start by saying I appreciate you for like you made that pat. You like I'm gonna be the first guest, and you stood on business. So
Of course.
just so y'all know, we was on FaceTime and we legit was like, let's pick the camera up and let's just do it, man. So I want to give your flowers to that. For a lot of people have ideas, but they want everything to be perfect so they don't get started. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. But what's up, y'all? My name is J-Naya. Now I go by Naya. Now I go by Naya Margella. So, but I grew up playing basketball, man. I grew up playing every sport. Let me start by saying that my first love was softball. So, but I attended college, University of Illinois for 3 years. Then my last 2 years, including COVID, so I had 2 more years. I attended the University of George Mason, and like Caitlin said, now I'm here, man. I still get to play with my island like every year. So, I'm still holding on with that. Still potentially got dreams of going overseas. It's just really how life plays out. But yeah, man, I'm still in that sports world, 25 now. So, everything just around the sport, man. That was my whole life. So, trying to figure out life without it consuming so much of my life, how it did in like high school and college. So
hmm So, talk to me about like what got you, initially playing basketball. Like, kind of where does the passion, where does the love come from?
man, my brother, shout out to my big brother, man. For real. Um, my mama was just always at work, so I'm outside with the boys. Like, you think you one of them. But now I really grew up outside with the boys. There wasn't much to do on a small island, you know what I'm saying? So playing basketball was one of the ways we just like let the days go by. Everybody in the neighborhood just playing. So I was always the youngest. I was always the only girl, and I was always the youngest. So
Mhm.
that's how like the dog and all the passion and all that like came about for real.
Okay, so how did you get to the States? And where let everybody know where you're from, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. I yo. So I'm from the Virgin Islands, but I gotta say United States because it's two Virgin Islands. You got the British and you got like the Americans. So you don't need no green card or none of that. Yes, y'all can travel to the Virgin Islands with just your license and your passport. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm from St. Croix to be specific. You know what I'm saying? United States Virgin Islands. And my dad, man, my dad was already living in America, North Carolina to be specific. So he left when I was 3. So I grew up with a single mom, but my mama saw I was passionate about sports. So I think, they always used to make fun of me too as a younger kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she made for America. Like my siblings always used to be like, oh, she made for America, which I always knew I was bigger than my island too. So once I got the green light, like I ain't never looked back for it. I wanted to, but I'm glad I never did for it because it changed my life.
And so you hooped at Southern, right?
Yeah.
If if you're from the Durham area, it was Southern and Hillside. I didn't go to either, but I live down the street, so don't try to clock me too much.
I
But
love
talk to me a little bit about, like hooping in high school, but also like what were some of the things that, maybe you did or that coaches put you on game to, stuff like that that allowed you to get to the level of hooping in college.
Damn, that's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, cause I went through so many coaches, so it's like kind of like a big melting pot for real. Like,
Hmm.
and right, being a kid, that's kind of scary, cause it's like you're a kid, you want to have fun. You're
Yeah.
so naive. You don't know who to believe, who to trust. So all you can do is put the work in yourself, and then listen to those who you feel like is being genuine with you. So I feel like I just had a great group of people around me. Like we can go to Southern, for example. Southern, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on loyalty, so I mean Southern want the best. You know what I'm saying? The sports, period. I mean, football was cool. I think they had won that chip like right
Yeah,
before I
some
came
years
in.
ago, yeah.
But like the girls team, I already knew it was gonna be a challenge. But the coach, like he believed in me. He was genuine with me. He showed me love. He put the ball in my hand. So that's all I be needing. I had offers to go play at like those private schools, like with colleges looking at you, but I stayed in Durham, right? Some people might think I'm dumb, but like I stayed back. And I just followed those who was genuine with me, man. But I think what really gave me that leap, I met this man named Sean Farmer my last year at AU. It's so crazy. Like he kind of like that sneaky angel. He came through and he really put me on game. Like I really feel like his teaching took me to that next level. Like I was always good. Everybody saw it. He saw it in me, but to play the game the right way and to
Right.
like be mentally prepared and physically prepared, like just to take you to that next level, man. Shout out Coach Farmer for like, and he had the connections. Like I was just talking
I
to
was
a
gonna
group of
say, what was that like, just as
yeah,
far as
man.
like, because I know, volleyball is different. Like you don't get recruited off of high school or off of playing in school. You get recruited off of playing club volleyball. And so I
Same.
know
Nah, it's the same for
sometimes,
basketball.
okay, so it's like, what does that look like for you? Like being able to like get film and like who was
Mm-hmm.
reaching out to coaches, that type of thing.
Nah, it's crazy. Nah, basketball the same thing. Like you don't get recruited in high school. You get recruited from going to the AU tournaments, which
Mm,
kind of like club, and like let the coaches see you. It's basically fair game as I call it. Like you got there, all these coaches sitting at different courts. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the right day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was like the connections and the point. Your coaches have to know different college coaches, so they can put
right.
in that word for you. They can come see for their own eyes. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Farmer, he had connections. I'm just being honest. Like he knew the right people. And he gave me a fair chance to just go out there and show my game so the coaches could see what type of time I'm on. And that last year I started getting offers like just left,
Mm-hmm.
right, left, right. And I'm like, damn, like my dreams finally coming true like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you could really probably be the best thing, but if the right people don't see you, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? So
All right. And so what kind of, what were some of those factors that got you to commit? Because what that first year you were at Illinois.
mm-hmm. First
What
3 years I was at
first
Illinois.
3 years? Okay, so what got you, what made it be like this was the one?
I'm gonna be real, and I hope we have a young audience that's gonna tap into. Cause I'm just being real. Like, if I could do it over again, I would. Like, I did not take all my official visits. I didn't. I only took that visit, and I committed on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I did. So I had a top 3. My top 3 was Illinois, George Mason, and Temple. I mean, not George Mason. JMU. What's it?
Okay.
James
James
Madison.
Madison. Uh-huh.
Yeah, James Madison and Temple out in Philly. Now, I was really feeling Temple. I'm gonna be real with you. I was really feeling Temple because the coaches was so real. It was all black coaching staff. Like it was mad cool. But
Mm-hmm.
stuff hit the fan before that. They showed their true colors. I was like, I don't think that's gonna be the spot for me. That coach kind of
Okay.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
Illinois, I was one of those young kids. Unfortunately, like I got the biggest offer, so I'm going. I'm gonna be real. I'm going. Like I wanted to play at the Michigan States and the UConns and the South Carolinas, and
And the
so
Stanford.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. So like Illinois was my biggest offer. They were my biggest offer. I had interest from other big universities, but the coach, like she was a new coach too, so I was coming in fresh for her. So it just felt right, man. The coaches, like they really wanted me. Like they was locked in. Like they was traveling down to North Carolina to see me. So I was like, oh, that love is
Yeah.
there. Like
They're putting in that
I'm big
effort.
on energy. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going there. But if I could do it again, I'm gonna be real with you. Take all your visits, man. Like feel the vibe out. Like you don't need the biggest school to get your dreams done for real, for real. Like, cause I went to George Mason and that was the best basketball I ever played in my life. No cap.
Okay, so let's go to college. Just I guess talk to me about your college experience, like what it was like hooping. And like I think that people understand that it's difficult to be a college athlete, but they don't really know that type of like the physical strain you put on your body, but also the mental strain, right? Certain things like injuries, having relationships with coaches. Like, thankfully, I had a really great relationship with my coach,
Shout
but
out to you.
everybody doesn't have that. I know people who we could talk about the same coach and we talk about them completely different. So,
Amen. That's
yeah.
facts.
And then, just like that every day, like having to eat multiple times a day, having to work out multiple times a day. Yeah, talk to me about like being a college athlete.
Oh man, this brings back memories. I would love to talk to you about this. Listen, man, where do I start? Let's just start freshman year. We just go with that. So I'm like I'm from the Virgin Islands, man. I'm from a small island. So America already to me is like when I moved to Durham, Durham was the biggest thing in the world. So I'm like, I'm a young kid. I'll never forget. I'll never lie to you though. I'll never forget. Like just when I first went to Illinois, I remember I used to just be so in my room. Like I'm very outgoing, but I'm kind of shy too. And I remember I just used to look out the window, just like, damn, this really my life. Like I genuinely remember just looking out, like just being proud of myself and being like, damn, I'm really all the way in the Midwest. Like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? But I like change, man. So when I first went there as a freshman, like just being in such a big old like I said, I committed to the biggest university, so I'm not used to all the stuff. Like they treat
Right.
student athletes like
Yeah.
they love the
Cares
grind,
to you. Yeah.
especially like men's football and men's basketball. Like,
Oh, for sure.
oh, the way I was seeing them boys get treated, man, I was like, sheesh. But anyways, college was so much fun. Like so much, I can't describe. Like Illinois, like if you look it up too though, Illinois like one of the top 15 in the whole America's party schools. So I was like, it was hard to stay focused. I'm gonna be real with you. It was hard. We had bars on campus. Like it's really easy to get thrown off because like even though you're in a program now, like you're like an adult, even though like you're 18, like so you on your own. It's up to you to put the extra work in. It's up to you to go to class because they're not really looking at you. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. After a while, they look at you though. Like you have some coaches that come to class and make sure you in there. So if you missing class,
they on
it's
it.
over. Yeah, but college was so much fun, man. Illinois was a blast. Like the bonds that you just build with people. Like you said, the coach. Like I loved my coaching staff too. I'm very thankful that I always had good coaching staffs around me until it wasn't good though. We'll get into that. But it was cool, man. Just waking up and just basketball is my life now. Like in high school, you in class from like when does class start for us? What 7 to like 2:30?
Girl, I couldn't
I
pretend.
can't remember. Yeah, I think now they go 9 to 4, but like 7 to like 2:30. But then it's like I might have 2 classes today, and then I have so much free time on my hand. But then like your coach is looking at you like, okay, so what? You had to get up 6 in the morning for weights. So a regular day might be you would get up 6 a.m. for weights. You got to get something to eat right after that. You might have a class right after that. So now you got to bring clothes to shower at the gym so you can go straight to class because you're not going to have time to go home and, oh, I want to take such a good shower. Oh, no. You on the constant go. Then as soon as those classes get in, it's time for practice. You practicing for 3 hours. If you got injuries, you got to go earlier so you can treat your injuries.
Rehab, all of that.
Yeah, because coaches don't care. So what if you hurt? You got to go out here and practice. So you got to make sure your body in line. Then as soon as you get done with that, they really looking at you. They're not going to say it, but if you're not putting in extra work, then what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. You need to be in the gym after. You need to be the last one in and the last one out.
They looking to see who really serious, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you should want that for yourself, too, though. So you put in that work. Then you still trying to live a regular life. You might have homework. You got to go to study hall for like when you're a freshman, you got to put in study hall hours. So not, hey man, they don't get that. Like it's really mentally tough. But like a freshman, you might be like, okay, I'm getting used to it. But that sophomore, junior year coming, it's like
you should be on it.
All right, now how do I make time for the things that make me happy, genuinely?
Right.
Yeah, because you just start to notice, like, oh damn, okay, yeah, I love basketball, but it's like.
It's not the only thing. And okay,
it's not the only thing in life though.
What was that like for you just as far as like were you able to have like things outside of like basketball? Because I know it's really difficult. No.
Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. No. I don't know how it was for other people, but like the way my coaches were set up, it was like they would want the best, right? You know how coaches talk to you like
we want yeah, you student first, athlete second, like
they cap. You know what I'm saying? Where I was at, like I can't speak for everybody, but like that high D1, like you really your craft is like the only thing that matter, bro. Like, and I think that's why I kind of went through that depression my junior year because basketball was all I knew. So like it hit hard. Like when that COVID came and like I can't see family, I can't see nothing. Like the little things that didn't make me happy. Like I can only hang out with my teammates. Granted, that's all I did, but I can't hang out with the other athletes no more.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was
difficult. What was I guess talk to me about like the playing aspect. Like what was that like for you? You know, like coming into a big school, you know, being a rookie, like you might be coming to take some playtime. You might be thinking you coming to take some playtime, or you might not be. Like, what was that like?
Listen, man, right? I can just tell my story. Like, I've seen it all. Though I've been around some of my friends who's like who been through the gulag, and like, I mean, I got my own experiences, but for the most part, like, I'm very blessed, man. Like, freshman year, I started. I ain't start every game, but like you said, you might come as a freshman, you coming in stepping on some older kids' toes.
Yeah.
Now that animosity might build up in the locker room because, oh, she thinks she better than me, da da da. But it's not that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hungry just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, it was. I ain't gonna lie, like, it's crazy. I talked to some kids today. I went and I gave back out in Southeast Raleigh. I was hooping with them and talking to them, and I was just being real with them. I'm just like, hey, listen, man, like, you know, out of all my teammates, like, you know, you come in with a class.
Right.
So out of everybody in my class, I'm the only one who like finished.
Oh, it'd be like that.
Everybody else had medically retired like junior year. Like, they were done mentally.
That. Yeah.
I was like,
I didn't finish with my because I transferred I transferred after my freshman year. So I don't like I'm still cool with some of my teammates, but I don't think anybody in my class, maybe like one or two people might have finished.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, like, they had been gave up, and I'm seeing them go through it. They try to balance class, basketball. You might not be getting the playing time, so now they feeling like, why am I coming to
I might
practice,
even
giving
hear,
all my
yeah.
time? Yeah. So it's
That's
just like, but nah, man, my joint was smooth, but it's like, you might be the best thing in your city. So like, basically, think about it like this, y'all. Like, everybody from different parts of the world. 15 girls on the team, y'all all were the best players on your
for the
team.
best in your Yep.
So now you're trying to figure out who's gonna be the best on this team right here. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I'm coming in, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I took my biggest offer, but I knew I was meant for it. I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in there with girls who rank top 100 ESPN, and I'm
You
like,
got
I'm from Little
All
Durham.
Americans on the team or what?
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
Little Durham. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm a dog. I
That's
got the heart,
real.
so I ain't tripping. But
Yeah, you was
like,
meant for it.
it can really play mental games with you though. Like, cause your coaches might be telling you one thing, you know, you putting in the work, and you might feel like you the best thing, but your coaches, that they looking at you in your eyes like, I can't play you. Like, I can't play you right now because I
Yeah.
might have a senior who da da da, or the
Yeah, it's
junior.
so many, and that's another thing that people don't realize. Like everybody will look at like playing time, but if you don't fit within that specific puzzle, it's like it just is what it is. You
Hard.
could be the best thing smoking, but
Mm-hmm.
might not be the best thing for this specific like
I'm trying to
lineup
yes.
or whatever. Yeah,
That's real life. Like, cause basketball, I don't know how it is for volleyball too. Cause I had stopped playing volleyball at like a young age, so certain stuff I don't really know. But
Mhm.
like basketball is like that. It's perfect example, like you said. Like, you could be the best thing. Like, everybody on the team might know like you the best shooter, but with these five that's on the court right now, you don't fit into
It
this group.
don't work. Yeah, no,
We
it's
need some dogs on defense right now. You're not a defensive player, so you might have to sit this game out. And that's
yeah,
how the game go though. Like,
that's
you know what I'm
real.
saying? You gotta be mentally strong, period. In any sport, I
That's
feel like
very real.
you gotta be mentally strong.
Okay, so we have undergrad, grad, universities, all of that. Talk to me a little bit about what it's like to be able to play for your country. Because I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Like that's clock that. That's
Thank you,
real
thank you.
tea right there. What is that like for you? And kind of I guess how did that start? Because I think one thing too that we don't realize a lot of times when we go through our entire life being athletes, we're always like, wanting to we essentially want to like go towards something. We're working towards getting somewhere. And there are really so many different levels that you could play at and places and like different aspects. I mean, different like places you could play at now that we
Mm-hmm.
don't always know about. So what was that like for you?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, now that I like live in America,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like I just reminisce on like like where I came from, my island, and I done got introduced to so much up here. Sometimes I found myself looking back like, damn, I'm really blessed. Like, because
Yeah.
America has so many people. I know a lot of people want to play for Team USA. I know they do. I
Mm-hmm.
want an athlete to look me right now and say that's never been a dream. Like you said, that's the dream to go to like the highest level if you're passionate about your sport. So I ain't gonna lie, when I play for my country, man, I'm the happiest woman in the world, man. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
love my island so much. I have so much Virgin Island pride. Like, I was gonna cuss. I don't want to. We don't want YouTube banning us now. Hold on. But like, I'm for real. Like, putting that jersey on, man, just representing your country against all these other countries. Like, man, I can't describe it, man. And then I still get to be competitive. That's the best part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's because those girls, those women, they play overseas. Some of them playing the WNBA. I might play against a WNBA woman one time. So just the competitor in me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to show them. Like, oh yeah, I don't care who you play for. You can be, because we had beat Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a top 10 country in the world. Mm-hmm. So when we beat them to win a gold medal, like that was the first time my island ever won a gold medal. So like I'm part of the history books. Like that's not something everybody can say. You feel me? So it's like I be proud of my little accomplishments, man. I ain't gonna lie.
And ain't nothing little about it.
Fact. Let me take that back.
Your accomplishments.
Exactly. So right now I'm focused in, like I was just telling you earlier on FaceTime, like I'm preparing in July. Like now we're playing in July, and like now I'm just mentally and physically locked in again. Like that athlete in me, that 20-year-old that was in college, it's so crazy. I'm 25, but I still like I know what it takes to lock in. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So hey, it still made me feel young too. So I love it.
Okay. So, you know, all of the logistical stuff out of the way.
Okay.
The messy side of being a female athlete.
Let's do it.
There are so many things, you know, from being police, just as far as respectability politics, you know, how we have to post on social media, how we have to be seen, how we can't, you know, be out partying like crazy, doing that type of thing. And just like we have to really like look at our image, because you have people that will literally tear us down for no other reason, just because of the fact that we're women. So we have that aspect of it. And then we also have like, right, when you're in a sport like basketball, you have a lot of players that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, everybody be a part of different communities. You got the messiness of dating your teammates. Like you have the messiness of dating, you know, people outside, but like bringing people to games, that type of stuff. You know, let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, let's get into it. What part you want me to start? I ain't gonna lie, this big female period is like, but female in sports is like, come on, man.
It's a lot. Okay. Come on, man. I guess just like being a female in sports overall.
Okay, let me see how I want to get this answer. I like that though. I like when I have to think, you know what I'm saying? Because it's such a broad question. I can go either direction, like I said. But
I feel like one thing that I always hated, I know specifically, I hated the way that we were policed as far as like how we got red cards. I don't know, like, you know, like it's getting ejected or getting a tech. Like,
okay, go ahead, talk to me.
Like, literally, when I say we couldn't say anything, it wouldn't even be like, it's not even like the big things of like cursing or anything like that. If we question the ref at all, yellow, red card. Like, what? The call was bad. The call was bad. Everybody saw the call was bad, but because I'm a woman, you are like policing the good Lord out of me. But if it was a dude, they be up here cussing, they be flipping people off, they be fighting people in the stands, and I'm the problem. What? But because I said that was a double, because I said that come on now, like
yeah. Let's get into it.
The respectability politics around being a female athlete is absolutely insane. And that's what I appreciate about playing like women's football. Like they don't care about none of that. What you want to do?
I gotta go out there. I might gotta go out there. But now I see what I see where you're going. Nah, yeah, we can get into that. Like, even to this day, man, like, okay, so y'all that don't know, like, I referee now. So, like, I'm on the other side of it, too. And one thing with basketball referees, I can say at least, like, it's a stereotype, but it's, like, it's true. That statistic, like, they're, like, very old. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so when some of my partners get me, they like, oh, yeah, we got a young referee. She can run up and down that court. But, like, man, I'm gonna be real. When I referee women's basketball, I make it a priority of mine not to be so tit for tat. Like, yeah. Because you're right. Like, I don't watch a men's basketball game right now. And I ain't even talking NBA. It could just be a regular high school. It could be college. You know what I'm saying? These boys is, hey, what? Come on, ref. Like, soon as we do that, hey, I'm like, come on, bro. Are you in your calling basketball? Like, what is we doing? Like, just because I talk to you, I feel like with us females, we still living in that old time. Like, they still to this day feel like women should stay in a woman's place. You can't be too aggressive. You can't show too much passion. If you show too much passion now, like, you doing too much, or like you too cocky, you problematic. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, I got emotions just like everybody else. I'm
Exactly.
put the work in just like everybody else. If
Exactly.
I feel like you missed a call, I'm gonna let you know like everybody else. Even with, I feel like we can really stretch it out. I feel like with female coaches too, like those referees will be on them a lot too. I know I've seen it multiple times with my coach at George Mason. Like she might just ask the referee a simple question and all that, and now the referee like, coach, that's your first warning, and she like, but I'm just talking to you. I didn't see men coaches get up off the bench
Uh-huh.
screaming at referees and they just simply telling coach go back to your box.
Mm.
Like, nah, you still see that in sports today. It's sad, honestly. It's sad.
That's definitely real. Okay. And then we have the other side of like how sports can be just like messy in general, just as far as like we're young, right? Like we're doing all the things. We party, we date, we do all the things that we're not supposed to do and are still like figuring the thing out. Okay, so clock it. Have you ever dated a teammate?
My name is J-Naya Ephraim, and I have dated a teenager.
And you already know that the first thing that they tell you is not to date your teammates.
And they
So,
stressed that too. I ain't gonna lie, they stressed it, especially George Mason. They stressed it. They hated it.
mhm,
They hated it. And I respected it though. But I still did it like a goofy.
of course.
But
Because,
I respected him though. I was never the type to be like holding hands in front of them and doing all that.
yeah,
Like it's a
yeah,
time
you
and
can't
place
get
for
caught.
everything. Yeah, I had teammates like that though. They ain't care.
Ooh,
And I'm like, nah, I still respect them because at the end of the day, it is business. Like we here to win games and all that, man. Like when we done with practice, then we'll go and lay up and talk and hold hands and
right,
all
do
that.
all of
You know what I'm
that.
saying? But yeah, I wasn't with all that. I was a very respectable person. Maybe because I was the coach, like on the floor. I was always the captain. So like,
This
I
is
gotta move
right,
right. I
right,
gotta set the example. You feel me?
right.
Can't disrespect the coaches, man. And no,
Okay.
I have.
And so, do you recommend, do you not recommend?
No, don't do it. Run. All my young generations, or if you're currently in college, or even if you play on a professional sports team, don't do it, man. I feel like just don't do it, man. And right, love has no. You can't control who you love. You can't control who you're attracted to. But I feel like in the long run, especially if you're in college, pros probably different. I don't know, but
Right.
like college, like stay locked in for real, man. It's a billion people on this planet. Like stay locked in, cause guess what? I hate to tell it to y'all, but like nothing lasts forever. Cause like, let me take nothing lasts forever. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but like
That's real.
I'm just mature though. Nothing lasts forever. So like, and I've been seeing it happen before. Like, if it gets so ugly to the point like the breakup, you can feel it. Like, it's
Tension
no
on
good
the
for the
court, in
team.
the locker room, and yeah.
Now somebody got to go. So now y'all both messing up y'all future because it's like now one of us got to go in the transfer portal. We both can't stay. That's
Right.
what happened in my school. Like they was like, nah, y'all both can't stay. So now it's like, they parents, man. Now kids like, why would you? Some of them parents don't even like them
Oh, that
dating
is
girls.
messy.
It gets messy in women's sport. It get messy when you mess with a teammate. It get messy. Now y'all in practice trying to act like y'all ain't mad at each other, but you
Right. Whole time
mad.
y'all big
Man,
beefing.
whole time you beefing, man. Y'all probably just got into a whole argument last night, but
That's real.
you still gotta pass her the ball. You still
Okay.
gotta be a good teammate in
I'm
practice and
saying
slap hands. Like, you know what I'm saying?
that's real.
It's real, man. It get real out here.
Okay. So I guess just with, everything that you've gone through, everything that you've experienced, like what's like some overall advice? Like, but I'm not talking about the cookie cutter advice. I'm talking about very specific, like, because it's how sometimes like you have specifically gone through these things, so this firsthand experience, and obviously people are going to live their lives, are going to do what they're going to do, but you've been there, so like it. So I guess what are some things that very specific to you, like advice wise, that you would give?
Okay. The ones that hit, I'm gonna keep it super real, and I'm gonna keep it so real to the point. I'm gonna just say this, like, if this gonna hit whoever is listening to this as well, like, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Like, this is my personal stuff, and I'm just being super real because this is what affected me in the way that I think and the way that I move today.
Right.
Just keep in mind if you're young, right? And I ain't trying to sound hard, like heartless and all that, but like, it's a business. For real, it's a business. Like I had to learn. I had to go through. I'm pretty sure if you ever have to go through that portal or anything like that, you just learn quickly that it is a business. Those coaches may love you, they may care for you, but at the end of the day, they have a paycheck that they have to bring home as well. So if they feel like you don't fit that team anymore, or they feel like, you know what I'm saying, like they humans at the end of the day too. But once again, I'm just more mature now and I'm locked in. But it's a business, so don't get too emotionally attached because
Mm.
anything can change at any time. That's something that definitely sits home to me because you always around those coaches, those people, and they like, oh, I love you. You might get that personal relationship with that coach. Like, nah, that's my for real. Like, we cool, we locked in. But like when stuff start hitting that fan, like y'all decide to go, it's like you just start to realize like no matter how much she loved me, because right if somebody love you, you might be thinking like, oh, I'm about to pay 20 minutes a game, 25, 30. But like you might just not fit. You might just pay 5 minutes that game, 10 minutes that game. So just keep that in mind, man. That's a business. What's something else? Man, put that work in. I ain't gonna lie. Put the work in because the game knows who's cheating and who's not. Like,
Right.
yes, we young, we human, we want to turn up. You gotta learn how to balance. So find that balance in your life because yes, at the end of the day, that sport that you're playing is not the only thing in life. You need to have something outside of that that's gonna keep you happy and sane.
Right.
Because what if things not going good with all the work that you gave your time and energy to? Now it's automatic. It's gonna make you feel down like, am I not good enough? Is it not working? Nah, you gotta have an escape from that. You know what I'm saying? So that as well. What else can I? Yeah, just put that work in and know it's a business, man. Like if you love it, stay at it, because nobody can take that away from you. Not even like coaches, referees, none of that. Like
Right.
only God knows what's meant for you out there. What's your next move? So that's what I would really say to anybody for because you can get caught up like coaches telling you one thing but then doing the next. Like I've had coaches play mind games with me before. Like you probably had a whole week practicing so good. You like, oh yeah, I know I'm about to. When we play this team, man, I know she gonna sub me in good. I'm gonna get playing time, man. First quarter go by, second quarter go by, halftime.
Mhm.
She might pull you, use you for a little minute, and 30 seconds in the third. But fourth quarter now is crunch time. You need the best of the best out there.
Right.
So yeah, I done had that happen to me, man. You can't let nobody affect your mental, none of that. Like, and it's really the collegiate aspect to me is all a mental game. Like, especially if you've been playing sports for a long time. I've been playing basketball for as long as I can remember, since a youngin. So like, it's like second nature to me. Once I put the work in, I'ma always know how to hoop. But
Right.
now that mental part come in, like, is my body okay? My coach is probably she playing with me, but I know I can get buckets on this girl. Like, so let
Right.
me just go back in the gym after. I ain't gonna show nobody that I'm down. I'm just gonna put my head down and work. Like, that's really the next factor to get into that next level, that mental. So just stay strong. Whoever out there who want to go to the next level, I feel like that's the biggest thing, man. Put that work in and stay mentally strong for real. Because it's a long game for real. Like 4 or 5 years in college doing the same thing. Like I said, I had teammates who they ain't survived for it because they couldn't take it no more. They couldn't take it. They was ready to start living life. So yeah, it's just a mental game, man.
Okay, so where can everybody keep up with you? Plug your stuff, plug your socials.
Yeah, just shout myself. Hey. Now, real talk. Caitlin is somebody that I hold very close to me. Like we push each other to become the best version of ourselves. For once I started YouTube, she was on the YouTube. Man, she just cut me with ideas. I'm like, yes, I love that. I love this. I love that. So I'm glad she really doing this, man. But y'all can reach out to me. Naya Margella. That's my name on every platform. I'm talking down to Facebook. Okay, but don't follow me on Facebook though. That's just for the people back home. But now for real, my follow me on YouTube, man. I'm trying to grow to YouTube. I'm kind of inconsistent right now because I ain't gonna lie, like life be life and your girl be going through. I be battling with my mental, but I'm about to get back consistent, man, because I'm preparing for the Olympics. So we got to win this tournament in July. So right now I'm doing a lot of workout content. You know what I'm saying? I be talking about life like this too. And hopefully soon I'll get some athletes on mine too, because I really want to give back to the younger generation, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to go through it alone. Like those who've been through it, I feel like it's our duty to go back and give game to those who like, so they not lost. So Naya Marzel on everything, Instagram, Threads. I don't got no Twitter though. So no Twitter. Instagram, Threads, TikTok. TikTok is West Girl, so West WEST and then GYULLL, 3 L's. Other than that, Naya Margella, man, y'all tap in with me. I love to connect with people. I love to give back. I love to create content. So whatever you with, just let me know. We gonna get it shaking, man.
Period. Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you for.
Hopefully by the time this is coming together, I will have a name. But yeah.
If not, y'all support my girl. Make sure y'all share. Follow her, subscribe, man. Shout it out for her. If you know somebody in college or want to go to college, man, shout this out right here. I see this going good places because we all got stories that we can relate to and put each other onto game for real. So I like this. This was good.
That's a wrap on that. I'm Caitlin Leggett with the She Don't Miss podcast, where I'm talking to female athletes about their experience who played at different levels, from college to pros to everything in between. Yeah, make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, share, send it to your friends, send it to a friend of a friend, send it to somebody you know who's going to college, who's in high school. Yeah, clock it.
Cause baby girl, you shine, and we gon' do it big.